The certifying officer, or CO, and the supervising certifying officer, or SCO, are the only Epic users to have access to the security button. This button can be used to add a new Epic user, including a new CO or SCO, modify an existing user's Epic account, change the mailing address for their employing location, and/or add applications for multiple Epic users. The security button is accessed from the Epic homepage. When selected, four buttons will appear: Search Modify Users, Address Changes, Add New User, and Apps to Multi-Users. The Add New User button allows you to grant an employee access to your location's Epic account. This includes adding a new CO or SCO who has never had Epic access at your location. To begin, select your location number from the drop-down menu. You can only add a new user to one location at a time. If this new user requires Epic access under any other location numbers assigned to your organization, you will have to add the person to each location individually. We will cover more on that later. Enter the individual's first and last name in the appropriate fields. Then provide their 9-digit Social Security number. This will ensure that their Epic access is tied to any existing MBOSS or Epic login credentials. Next, provide their membership number. If the individual is retired and collecting a pension from a New Jersey administered retirement system, enter their retirement number instead. If the new user is not enrolled in a New Jersey retirement system, they will be granted temporary access that will need to be renewed every 3 months by the CO or the SCO. Select a security level from the menu. If the new user will not be the certifying officer or supervising certifying officer, select Employer. If the individual will be assuming the role of CO or SCO, choose the appropriate option. In accordance with Chapter 52, Public Law 2011, there can only be one certifying officer and one supervising certifying officer for each location number, and the CO and SCO must be different individuals. The same individual cannot be named as the CO and the SCO. For more information regarding Chapter 52 enrollment training and Chapter 52 annual certification, please visit the Pension Information for Employers section on the Division's website. Next, provide the new user's telephone number, extension if applicable, email address, and title. If the individual has more than one job responsibility, list only their primary job title. Also, please refrain from using any special characters in the title field. This includes periods, commas, dashes, hyphens, underscores, and slashes. If you are assigning the new user as CO or SCO, you need to indicate if the previous CO or SCO should still have access to Epic. If you answer yes, their access will be relegated to employer level status. If you answer no, they will be removed as an Epic user from your organization's account for this location number only. Next, you will need to assign applications to the new user. To do this, click the Add Delete Apps button. On the Add Delete Apps page, select an application from the far left Apps menu. From the middle column, select the corresponding sub-app. Then click the Add button to add the new application to the Selected Apps column. You must repeat these steps for each new application. When you have added all the applications you would like this user to have, click the Update button. If the new user is the CO or SCO, a complete list of all applications will automatically be pre-populated in the Selected Apps column. You will not have to individually select their applications. You will simply need to click the Update button to assign them. You will be directed back to the Add New User page. To save your changes and grant this user Epic access, you must click the Add User button. When you have successfully added the new user, a confirmation message will appear. From there, you can add another new user for that location number, or add another location for the same user you just entered. For example, if you are a Board of Education location, you will have a PERS and TPIF location number. If you have already granted access for the PERS location, you can click on the Assign Another Location button to add the user to the TPIF location number. All of their personal data will be pre-populated. You will just need to add their applications. The Search Modify Users button is used to make changes to an existing Epic user's account. With this feature, you will be able to add or delete applications for a current user or modify their personal data like their title, telephone number, or email address. You can also use this feature to change the security level of an existing employer-level user who will be assuming the role of CO or SEO. When you select the Search Modify User button, you are directed to a screen with a number of search fields. You can search using a variety of criteria, but the most efficient way is to search by location. Simply choose the location number in the drop-down menu and click Search. A list of all the Epic users under that location number will appear. Select the name of the person whose account you wish to modify. Please note that the certifying officer will not be able to make changes to the supervising certifying officer's Epic account. The SEO's security level is higher than that of the CO's and will not appear in the CO's search list. If changes need to be made to the SEO's Epic account, the SEO will be required to do it him or herself. A new page will appear that looks very similar to the Add New User page. The individual's name, social security number, and membership or retirement number cannot be edited. You can, however, make changes to the user's telephone number, email, and job title if the need arises. To add or remove application to the user's account, click on the Add Delete Apps button at the bottom of the page. To assign Epic applications, you will follow the same steps you would if you were adding a new user. Select an application from the far left Apps menu. Select the corresponding sub-app. Then click the Add button to add the application to the Selected Apps column. When you have added all the applications you would like this user to have, click the Update button. To remove an application from an Epic user's account, highlight the application in the Selected Apps column, then click the Delete button. When you have finished, click the Update button. After clicking the Update button, you will be directed back to the Modify Users screen. To save the changes you have just made, click the Modify button. If an existing Epic user with employer-level security status will be assuming the role of CO or SEO, you can change their security level by choosing the appropriate title from the drop-down menu on the Modify Users screen. Next, indicate if the previous CO or SEO should still have access to Epic. If you answer yes, their access will be relegated to employer-level status. If you answer no, they will be removed as an Epic user from your organization's account for this location number only. Then click the Add Delete Apps button to assign their applications. The new CO or SEO's application will automatically be pre-populated in the Selected Apps column. Click the Update button to assign them. To save the changes you have made to this user's account, click the Modify button. Please note the status menu on the Modify User screen. There are three settings: Active, Leave, and Delete. All active Epic users should be set to active. If an Epic user were to go on a leave of absence, you can set their status to Leave to temporarily disable their Epic access. Upon their return, their Epic access can be easily reinstated. You can do this by selecting the Search Modify button and then, from the search screen, change the status to Leave and continue to select the location number as previously discussed earlier in this video. If a user were to leave employment with your location, you can change their status to Delete in order to disable their Epic access. Please note, if the individual was the CO or SEO and has left employment with your location, do not change their status to Delete. Instead, update Epic with the incoming CO or SCO's information. This will then prompt you to remove the outgoing CO or SCO as discussed earlier in this video. Select the Modify button to save your changes. The Address Changes button is used to update contact information for each of your assigned location numbers. This includes the address, the courier address if it's different than the physical and/or mailing address, the telephone number, and the fax number. Address changes will need to be made one location number at a time. Select a location number from the menu. When the page loads, change any outdated information, then click the Submit button. The Apps to Multi-Users button allows you to grant multiple people access to the same application at the same time. In order for you to be able to do this, users must already have access to Epic for the location in which you are adding the application. Use the drop-down menu to select the location where you would like to assign an application to multiple users. Then select the app and sub-app from the drop-down menus. One at a time, highlight the users' names whom you wish to grant access to the selected application. Then click Add. You will see their name appear in the Selected Users box. Once you have added all of the users you wish to grant access to this application, click the Update Users button. Likewise, you can delete an application for multiple users by highlighting the user in the Selected Users box. Then click the Delete button. When you are finished, click the Update Users button to save your changes. This video is meant to provide a general overview and may not address every individual situation. If after viewing this video you have additional questions, please contact our office by telephone at 609-292-7524, by mail at P.O. Box 295, Trenton, New Jersey 08625-0295, or by email at pensions.nj@tres.nj.gov.